I accuse those who are uninterested in truth, those who are uninterested in a serious public discussion of the oppression that indigenous people have suffered in this country, of colluding to try to ruin my reputation as someone who has always stood for justice, who has always stood for social justice in my scholarship and in my poetry, as a means of silencing discussion of these very important matters. But I am responding in poetry because I am a poet, and I felt it was extremely important to participate or to open up a dialogue and a public discussion about the consequences of unthoughtful vilification. Unthoughtful vilification, unfair defamation based on nothing but prejudice and bias. And I will say for myself, I strongly suspect racism mixed up with envy. And so I put my case forward in J'accuse, Poem versus Silence. And if I may, I would like to read one poem from this work. And I've opened the page at random. And it's my critique of a court case, which is at the center of what happened to me, a court case that transpired in Saskatchewan in 1996, which saw two killers receive less of a sentence than they probably should have, based partly on the fact that the court decided that their victim, Ms. Pamela Jean George, being a proxenetist, that is to say, a sex worker, had somehow consented to the violence that befell her by stepping into a car where she believed only one potential customer was present, when in fact there was two. The second so-called customer was hiding in the trunk, and then emerged to help his comrade inflict violence upon her. But this is my discussion of the court. His ponderous honor chose to try. A mother broke like pottery, her blood dark but buttery, to maul her in the mortuary. A squalid paleface coterie had elected to try, not murder, but sluttery, tongues perfected battery. The accused snagged a lottery, Latin words could shadow flattery. A daughter had died of sluttery, not a plague of fungal battery. Only the mad hattery of a squatter court could try a corpse for sluttery, vaunt southern comfort as poetry, whose tears were merely watery, that Jurassic coterie, students of classic poetry, whose lines lyric battery. A citizen's blood is glittery, in the ditch her breath jittery. The Milky Way turns buttery as she, martyr, flutters into poetry. I have no else way to try, Latinate voices fluttery, in a squatter court mad hattery, where the muse is murdered poetry. No shadow of a doubt.